Hello, everyone. Welcome to Nuuli Forged. My name is Jared. I am your dungeon master this evening. And these are our lovely parties. We are sadly down one Sarah Kaerlie. We're going to go around real quick and introduce ourselves because we have some fun in store for tonight. Let's start up in the top here in this top corner with Defect. Defect, go ahead, introduce yourself. Give a little jab. And I would like everyone's character, I would like to know what everyone's character would dress as for Halloween.
Hello everyone, my name is Mike. I'm playing Defect, the Nuuli Forged. And for Halloween, I think he'll go simple and easy and dress up as the Iron Giant.
Nice. Let's go down to Grrrig.
Hi, I'm Amber. I play Grrrig, the Goblin Artificer. And for Halloween, I'm pretty sure I would just walk around and make faces. Trick or treat. Because I'm a goblin.
I dig it. And let's go over to Aetis.
I am Tanner. I'm playing Aetis, and for Halloween, I want to say Aetis might dress up as a Unseelie.
Ooh, very cool. And last but most certainly not least, the mighty Spoot.
Hi, I'm Matt. I'm playing Spoot, and I think for Halloween, Spoot might dress up like a ninja. That might be fun.
A ninja turtle, if you would.
Yeah. Ninja Turtle. That's a new thing, right?
Yeah, that's totally a non-copyrighted material.
Pretty unique, I know.
What color?
That's a very good question, actually. I think Spoot's favorite color is... Which one of the Ninja Turtles carried a mace? Just kidding. Purple.
Okay. Good to know. Tanner, I sent you that thing in the Roll20 chat. Let me know if it works, because for whatever reason I'm not getting the share option. Doesn't work?
I'm going to fish around for it, because I remember Kaerlie had it in somewhere.
It's in the Roll20 chat as a link that I whispered to you, so it should be right there.
Yeah, it's a page not found.
That's annoying. All right, as we continue with that process, we will do a quick little recap. When last we met our crazy adventurers, they had brought the unconscious form of Kaerlie to a druidic or naturalistic enclave of some kind that offered to restore her to life, or attempt to do so, but at a price. As they had no interest in gold, the party agreed, ended up giving some of their blood to the High Enclavist. That High Enclavist then took that blood and used it in a ritual to enact some sort of bond to hold the party to their word. The resurrection ritual was conducted successfully, and Kaerlie returned to life. The following day, the party was told they had 10 days to enter the snake lands of the arid waste and return with the hearts of 3 Yuan-Ti Malison, one of each type, one with the head of a snake, one with 2 snakes for arms, and one with the lower body of the snake. Spending 2 days traveling to the border, they were guided by the scout who had brought them to the Enclave in the first place, Ehram. Then they made their way through the waste on their own, successfully ambushing one Malison and making their way to another part where they had been told that Malison may lie in wait. However, during their setups, they failed to notice until it was too late that a group of creatures was approaching them, and these creatures are running towards them. And that is where we will pick up. So,
Dun, dun, dun.
indeed. So, everybody, I will bring you
I guess.
to the battle page. Here is our map. As you can see, you are all still in this position. The Yuan-Ti, or whatever they are approximately 60 feet away from you at this point, but they are running towards you. One of them seems to have pulled a scimitar, as you can see, Defect, and one of them seems to be pulling short bow. So I would like everyone to select your tokens and roll initiative.
Bum, bum, bum.
12, 12.
Okay. Jared, I found Kaerlie's PDF that she sent me.
Okay.
The only thing is, it doesn't say which spell slots she used, so there's only
Okay.
2 that I know of.
Great. I will check that for you.
So all I remember is Entangle and Spike Growth. That's it.
Yeah, she definitely cast those two. She used one first level and one second level.
Okay, cool. And does it say which spell she has prepared at the moment, or no?
Yes. So she has currently Cure Wounds, Entangle, Ice Knife, Bark Skin, Protection from Poison, Spider Climb, and Spike Growth, and Heat Metal.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yep, no problem. And I will also give you control of her token so you can run her tonight. Bam, boom, no problem. Cool, so you should be able to select her.
I can select it, I can't move it.
You should be able to move it now, I think.
No, just select.
Oh, maybe I gave the wrong person control. Let me double check.
Wahahaha.
Nope, I totally gave it to you.
Let me reload.
Reloaded.
Awesome, fun times. Wah, wah, wah. Great.
Now I got it, okay.
Okay, cool. Fantastic. Oh my, okay, great.
And I rolled her a 12 for initiative.
All right. Let me add a turn for her. Fantastic. All right. Very cool. So, the first thing that happens, these creatures quickly close the gap in the time Defect. You turn around, they are running towards you.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, a creature you didn't notice appears next to you and attempts to bite you. It's a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, you take 7 piercing damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
Wait, can Warforged be poisoned?
Well, it's piercing damage, so he can definitely be pierced.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, my computer's acting a little bit. Okay. Yes. So I do have resistance to poison, but I
Good to
have
know.
to still make a roll, right?
Yep, so make a Constitution saving throw. Great. So you would take 4 points of poison damage, but because you are resistant, you in fact take 2. So a total of 9 points of damage. Aetis, it is then your turn. As you didn't hear Defect's call to, hey, you guys, we got something coming, but you do hear him yell in pain as he is bitten by something.
And I can hear which direction it's coming from.
Yes, you definitely know that it is coming from this direction, because that is where Defect had gone to the other side. You do know that.
Okay. Alright, I will run around to here.
Yep. You look down and you can see a very large snake that has pulled its head back, and there's poison dripping from its fangs as it has bitten into Defect, and it's about human sized. It is a big snake.
Okay. I am going to shoot it.
Yes, please go for it. 10, unfortunately, it slithers out of the way of your arrow.
Alright, that's it.
Okay. The next thing that happened is one of the other creatures comes running in. You see, running up towards Defect. You can't quite get there, but you do see this creature. Large-headed snakes where arms should be, snapping. He can't quite get there, but he looks towards Defect, and I need Defect to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Well. You're real wise. You said such kind, wonderful things before. Oh no.
Okay.
That was a fleeting moment.
So as he rushes towards you, he shouts at you, Defect. Why don't you start walking until you fall down? And to you, sounds like a good idea.
Dang it.
All right.
Okay. Defect, it is now your turn.
So tell me, where do I start walking?
He did not give you a direction. He just said you had to start walking until you fall down. And it sounds like a good idea.
Can he walk towards him with his axe and hit him on the way to fall down?
No, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was actually gonna do that. Just kind of walk over this. All right. $15, $20, $25, $30.
Okay. It is now, it's probably Grrig's turn, because I think, Grrrig, you have a higher dex than Kaerlie. Is that true?
I have a wrong thing. +3, yeah.
Yeah, which is higher than
that's higher.
Kaerlie's.
Cool.
So go for it. Grrrig, what would you like to do?
Sweet. Hey, Defect, where are you going?
Yeah, you definitely
what do
see
you-
Defect just walking
Defect.
away.
That's not weird. Yeah, okay. I'll figure it out. Short of attacking him. I'll run over to the other side and just firebolt the guy who has snaky arms.
Yeah, go for it.
17 to hit.
A 17 does hit.
Sweet. 10 damage.
All right.
Jeweler's hammer, go.
Very nice. Very cool, very cool, very cool. So he has to make a concentration check. However, with a 20, he succeeds.
Damn it. What are you doing? Did you do that? Arrgh.
Indeed. Well done, Grrrig. Next up is Kaerlie.
Alright. Kaerlie is going to go forward and what I don't have the character sheet on here, but spike growth.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 20-foot radius.
Sounds right.
The old tried and true.
So 20 feet with him in the center.
Like that?
Yes.
Wonderful. Bam.
Or actually, can you move it 5 feet more off the map? Because if there's other people behind him, I want them to catch it.
Cool. Very cool. All right. So Kaerlie is concentrating on the spike growth.
And then she's going to move back 5 feet.
All right. Very cool. All right. Next up. So spike growth, I believe if they are not in the thing, they have to make a perception check to see if they...
If it's hazardous, yes.
Yep. Great. So they will do that. What is the spell DC on it?
13?
The two other creatures who are running in the direction of you all actually notice the spike growth.
Silly snake eyes.
So you can see one runs behind this rock down here, and you lose sight of them. The other one manages to run over here, but that takes their action and their movement to do so. And you can see they appear... as very angry people. One is wielding a scimitar, the other a short bow. And Spoot, it is your turn.
Are they snaky lower body? Is that what I'm seeing?
No, but they do have scales kind of set around their eyes, down their necks, and at various points that you can see over their body.
Okay. Hang on just a second. Let me read up on... Alright. So, Spoot thinks he knows what happened to poor Defect. And he is going to move here. And let's see. And I'm going to also cast something on our snake hand friend here.
Okay.
Cast a suggestion of my own. I'm going to say, why don't you walk in a small circle?
Oh.
Okay, he is just in range of your spell.
I thought I had done that right. I was like,
Yep,
oh crap.
you totally did. So he makes a wisdom saving throw. However, he rolls an 18.
Dang it.
That was a good idea, though.
That was really good.
I know it was a big risk, though, so there goes a spell slot. So Spoot's a bit frustrated.
Yeah, it seems like it looked like it should have worked, but this thing just seems to shrug off magic in a weird way.
Okay. Well, that's it for Spoot. And he's going to kind of take a quick glance around at the approaching enemies and ready himself.
Okay. Next up is the very large snake. It is going to spend 10 feet to get up there, 5 feet, and another 10 feet, and it manages to slither up here And it attempts to bite Aetis as you try to shoot it. That is a 14 to hit.
That hits.
You take 5 piercing damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please. Great. 19 is a success. You take only 4 points of poison damage.
Ouch.
Yep. But Aetis, it is now your turn, and this thing is up in your grill.
Fuck it up.
I am going to take out my short sword and slash at it.
Yeah, do it.
19.
Oh, 19 definitely hits.
Alright, and I added the planar warrior, as always.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 7 plus another 7.
So 14 points of damage as you cut deep through. You like shave off a part of its body, and it hisses and riles at you. It's very angry now.
That's it.
Cool. All right. The Malison is very annoyed. So it takes out a longbow and takes aim at Grrrig because you shot him with fire.
Meh, meh.
That is a 9 to hit
No, thank you.
and a 20 to hit as he rapidly fires 2
okay.
arrows at you. You take
Okay.
9 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And 11 poison damage. Unless you
What?
have a resistance, which I don't think you do.
Nope. I am
Wow.
very unhappy.
Yeah, you look down at the first arrow as it's embedded in the rock, and you can see there's this viscous green coating over the edge of the arrowhead. And as you're intrigued and looking at it, the other arrow thunk, sticks in your thigh, and you feel the poison begin to pulsate through your body.
Awesome. And here I almost said shield and then didn't. I was like, oh, it's 1 arrow. It should be fine.
Defect. It is your turn.
Still walking.
Yep.
Oh,
If you end up
Dang it.
walking off the map, just keep track of how far you walk.
All right. And I take it there's no saving throw at the end?
Nope. As
Okay.
long as he can maintain concentration on it, it's valid.
I just want to know how he's using a bow and arrow with snake hands.
I mean, it's part of their
Very
it's part
carefully.
of their anatomy. They know they have created such weapons to work for them. Whatever
I'm also
that means.
mad he's not moving. Did he roll a high enough perception?
He was in the field when it was cast. He doesn't need to make the perception check.
Oh.
He knows it's dangerous. That brings us to Grrrig.
Greg is gonna cast Cure Wounds on themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Great. And
Wonderful.
gonna scooch back a bit. Can't really. Well, this is a 10-foot climb up. I could climb up 10 feet.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna climb up 10 feet and get up here.
fantastic. Yeah, because it's so craggy and like broken away. It's not a very hard. You don't need to make an athletics check, so it's just you use half your you move at half speed climbing up. So it's 20 feet, and then 25 will get you there. Or
Cool.
with 30 feet, you have no problem getting there. You are now up
Sweet.
and off of that level.
Great. And I'm gonna scream, Defect, come back! What are you doing? The end.
Okay, that brings us to Kaerlie.
Kaerlie is going to move here, and then she's going to shillelagh.
All right, roll that beautiful shillelagh footage with advantage. Oh yeah, you definitely hit with a dirty 20.
Nice.
Was it D8?
Yes.
Just a straight. There's no added addition to it.
I don't believe so.
4.
Yep, it just becomes a D8 and it's considered magical.
Okay, I'm just 4.
All right, which is enough to successfully smash the head of the snake and kill it.
Good.
Bad snake.
One thing down.
Yeah. Oh, kick. Falls to the ground. Next up are these creatures. This one climbs up here. And then climbs up here. Using all of their movement to get there. Then they will pull their short bow out and attempt to shoot towards Kaerlie. That is a 15 to hit. Which I believe is her armor class. So that is 6 points of piercing damage and 3 points of poison damage. And I need Kaerlie to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 10. Oof.
No.
All right, the area of spiked growth fades as
Crud.
Kaerlie loses concentration.
How much damage was that?
9 in total.
Okay.
This other one climbs up, brings out their short bow. And they're going to take a pot shot at Aetis. Oh, actually, the other one still has another attack. So she will shoot Kaerlie again.
Why not?
Ooh, that is a natural 20.
Kaerlie is unconscious.
Yes.
These arrows literally killing us.
Kaerlie falls to the ground, prone and unconscious. The other one, shooting an arrow at Aetis, is a natural 1. Their bowstring snaps.
Thank you.
Of course it snaps when he's not in the spike growth.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't the big guy. That was this one down here.
Oh.
But Spoot, it is now your turn. The one with the snapped bow is now flustered and frustrated.
Yeah, Spoot's a little flustered and frustrated too. Spoot also realizes that not everyone understands possibly what is afflicting Defect and how it works. So he's gonna shout out out loud, but mostly to Grrrig, to say, "Hey, focus your attack on the one with the snake hands. If we can knock his concentration, we can get Defect back in the fight."
That's what it is. I thought that might be what it is, but it didn't work. Okay, yeah.
And then I'm gonna take a peek over to Kaerlie and whisper some sweet, sweet Aquan her direction. And
I like to imagine that when you speak Aquan, you sound like Barry White.
If Barry
Yes.
White could make the sounds of the ocean, that is exactly what it
yeah, it's the sound
yeah.
when you put a conch shell up to your ear. So anyway, so that's 8.
So Kaerlie gets 8 hit points back.
Yep, healing word, and then with my final action, I'm gonna throw some sacred flame at Mr. Snake Hand Man.
Okay. He makes a dexterity saving throw. With an 18, he succeeds,
Damn it, this time you had damage too.
dodging out
Yeah.
of the way.
Don't they always?
That brings us to Aetis as the snake is dead on the ground.
I would like to shoot the big guy.
Yeah, go for it. Ooh, a 10, unfortunately, will not hit. He sees you take an aim and dodges out of the way of your arrow. Looks like he's getting ready to run. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Why is he getting to ready to run? He's winning.
Well, it looks like he's getting ready to attack, is what I meant.
Running goes in multiple directions.
It's true. He takes his longbow and aims directly at you, Aetis. And rolls a natural 1.
Oh, thank goodness.
His bow snaps as well. He swears and throws the bow to the side.
I give him a middle finger.
And runs to the edge of this cliff here. And looks like he begins to climb.
With snake hands.
Yeah, it's very weird, but he seems to be able to do it. That brings us to Defect.
I feel like that really has to be bad for the snake hand's teeth.
I mean, hey, it's part of his body. He knows what he's doing.
Maybe he's using the stomach of the snake arms, because they can grip. Snakes can grip.
Could be,
Right.
yeah. They're like...
Gross.
So Defect is walking. Grrrig.
I'm still walking.
Great. Grrrig is going to...
You cannot currently
Firebolt.
see the individual because he's climbing.
Oh, he's on the cliff face?
Yeah, he's on the cliff face. He's about 5 feet off the ground.
Alright, cool. I will, actually probably, let's see, climb back down.
However, you did see him run there, so you could move down here and get advantage on him.
Oh, right, because elevation, I can see things.
Mm-hmm.
Great. That's what I'm going to do. Thank you, DM.
I mean,
Reminding
this
me
is
this is
something.
3D.
Yeah, it's, there's layers here.
Yeah.
Do you have a ballista?
Yeah. A ballista?
Your weapon thingy, the chompers.
Oh, I could pull out Chomper. It can be,
Because
I
could
don't
that
know.
bring him down the wall if you hit him?
Well, he's 5 feet off the ground right now. So,
Yeah.
what do you want to do, Grrrig?
Yeah, I'm going to hit with Firebolt for now.
All right, go for it.
13. Oh, that probably doesn't hit.
A 13 just hits.
Oh, sweet.
Go ahead, roll your damage.
9 damage.
He takes 9 points of fire damage, and as you blast him in the shoulder, you can see his scorch marks appear. That brings us to Kaerlie, who is
Concentration save?
Yep, he makes a concentration saving throw. And rolls a 9. So his
Ta-da.
concentration on Defect drops.
Defect gets very angry.
You good, Betty? Buddy, you okay?
Defect is currently 90 feet away from you all. Something like that?
It's alright. He can double his movement for a full action.
Yeah, close to 90.
Yeah. All right. That brings us to Kaerlie, who is unconscious, or who is conscious and prone on the ground. So she can stand up from prone for half her movement.
No.
She will remain prone.
Yes, for disadvantage on those bow attacks.
All right.
She would-
She decides to hunker down.
And she's going to hold her action to cast Entangle.
Okay.
Or, if I don't use the spell by her next turn, that uses the spell slot, right?
Correct.
She'll cure wound herself.
All right. Great. Go for it. So Kaerlie, nice, rolls max healing on her cure wounds, touches herself, and receives 11 hit points. She is back up to full. Anything else? Does she want to crawl away from the edge?
She'll crawl 5 feet away.
All right, great. Next up, these individuals, as the short bow, gonna take aim at Spoot now. Because Spoot, she saw you cast healing magics on your friend.
Well, what are friends?
Medic, no fair.
They don't seem to care about that. However, that's a 16 to hit with the first attack, which pching, bounces right off your shell. And the second one also patong, right off your shell.
I like try to buff it out.
Aim for Spoot more often.
Oh, actually, interesting. Okay.
Be surprised when I go down, though.
This one jumps around and climbs up to here, and manages to climb up, getting right next to Grrrig, but has used all of their movement and action to do so.
Oh, hi there.
And you see this smile appear, and its fangs and these slitted pupil eyes just glaring at you, Grrrig.
I glare back.
Yep, pulling a scimitar out as they do so. Spoot, it is now your turn.
Excellent. So we've got. So this guy's still hanging off the edge. I don't have quite a good view on him, do I?
No, you could walk up to the edge and get a view on him, though, if you desire to do so.
I do desire to do so. I also wonder what happens if I walk to the edge of the cliff where he's trying to stand and physically block his approach. Does that
You
make
can
sense?
do that too.
So would that be like... I mean, I want to be here.
Right. So if you occupy this square, one below you, it will, you will be blocking his path probably,
Okay.
or at
Okay.
least make it very precarious for him.
Great. I have no idea what's going to happen next, but I'm
And
going
from
to
there,
try
you
to...
can definitely see him climbing.
Great. Well, I assume that I have an advantage on hitting him since he is climbing. I'm going to try to strike him with my mace.
Well, he's only 5 feet off the ground, and you are 20 or 30 feet in the air.
Oh, I understand. I'm so sorry. I thought he was maybe like somewhere on the wall closer. Okay, well, in that case, I will...
Mr. Fantastic Arms.
well, there's snakes, maybe. I'll do the old Sacred Flame then.
Yeah, go for it.
Down on him.
All right. Because he's climbing, I'm going to give him disadvantage.
Sounds fair.
So that is an 11.
Except it's still the 3 damage. It only hits when it's a 3 damage.
Or less.
But it takes all 3, so that's good for you guys.
It is a kid.
Aetis, it is your turn. Unless, Spoot, you want to do anything else?
No. I will stand there.
Okay. Aetis.
Alright, I'm going to shoot this lady right here.
Okay. Go for it.
Attempt, because I haven't had great luck tonight. Dirty 20.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
So 5 force.
Yep.
Plus another 5 force.
Nice. Your arrow shoots right through their arm.
Shoot now! And
Yep.
then I'll move over this way.
Okay. All right. Next up, this guy climbs up and over the edge here, but uses his action and movement to do so. But he is up on top with you all. Defect, it is your turn.
I am running back from off screen back on screen.
Yep.
Place me right over here, 30.
Mm-hmm.
Then bonus action to dash, 30 right there.
All right. So a cloud of dust appears as Defect realizes what's going on, turns, and begins booking it towards you all. Grrrig, it is your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna whip out Chomper and go, all right. Take that. And have Chomper be a Force Ballista.
All right.
And have it, like, I'll, like, drop it, trying to keep it so it's not in, disadvantage, but, 16 hit.
Yep. Cool.
If it hits, it gets knocked back 5 feet.
Yep, that hits. So it
Sweet.
takes 6 damage and gets knocked away from you 5 feet.
Sweet. I will then move with my wee cannon, back over here. Be like, oh, hey! Welcome back!
Yeah, you see Defect running towards you. Next up is Kaerlie.
AKA Tanner.
Oh, right.
Oh, you're right, Tanner. Yeah, you're running Kaerlie.
Just formulating his battle plan, that's all.
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Not looking up the VP debate. I am going to... Kaerlie is going to cast Entangle
Okay.
on this guy. And I think it's a 20-foot cube, right?
It's a 20-foot area.
Now, here's the question. Could I get both people in the 20-foot area? Or because
No, because the far one is also lower, so it's a different level.
Right. Okay. So I just want to get this guy then.
Okay, great. So you just want to get the guy over here.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Like that.
All right. Great. So cool. It makes a saving throw when it comes up, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's a strength save.
I believe so. A strength saving throw. It rolls a 19. So it is not restrained.
Darn.
By these vines that crack and break out of the rock and attempt to wrap around dryly. But
I don't like this guy.
yeah, he is pretty wily.
He's cheating.
He is.
Next up, the only one who has a short bow left is going to try to shoot at Aetis. That's a 15.
Yes.
4 points of piercing damage and 9 points of poison damage. This other one runs after Grrrig. There.
Meow.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please, Grrrig.
Okay. Constitution save. 17.
All right. It brings its hand up and some like poison gas or something ejects from it, some dust. But you shrug it off. You take no damage.
Blah, blah, blah. Sweet.
She is just like set up to be blasted off the edge.
Yep.
Spoot, it is your turn.
What I want to do is go push him off the cliff, but mechanically I know that it's not to my advantage.
You could just body check him. I'm sure 400 pounds would knock anybody off.
I know. I would do it. I just don't have quite the running start. I'm too close, I think. So instead, I'm going to step here.
Okay.
I'm going to coming further up, and I'm gonna try to whack him with my mace and see if I can hold him off.
Okay, I also need you to make a strength saving throw as you step into the area.
You can hit him from the other spot you were standing at.
You're right, but choices were made.
But what's done is done. You're not driving all of this today, Tana.
I'll try to play fair. I hope that at least he
Actually,
doesn't closer.
it's only creatures who are in the area when the spell is cast, so I guess you do not need to make a strength.
Difficult terrain.
Well, that show of strength was for nothing then. Dang it. I kick the roots angrily as I.
Yeah,
They're very
no,
scared
you
of you
definitely
now.
stomp them down, and the roots are very afraid of you now.
Now I want him to be afraid of me. Roots. So now I'm gonna try to hit him with my mace.
Go for it.
Actually, oh man, I'm gonna possibly do a stupid. Nope, I can't do that. Okay, just a mace.
All right, go for it. A 17 will hit for 3 bludgeoning damage.
And I'll say, don't you get any closer. You got through me.
Okay. Aetis, it is your turn.
I would like to try to shoot this lady.
Absolutely. Please do. Go for it. Oh yeah, 23 definitely hits.
So 10 fourths
Woo!
plus another 5 fourths.
Wow, 15. All right. Well done.
Why is it dead?
That hurts it. So now, our friendly neighborhood snaky dude.
Friendly
Yeah.
neighborhood, I'll give you.
One of the snake arms reaches to his belt and draws a very mean-looking scimitar, which slashes towards you with a 7 to hit. So you block it with your shield, no problem. The other arm reaches out and attempts to bite you with a natural 20.
Oof.
That does tend to hit.
Yeah. You take 7 piercing damage and 19 poison damage.
Well, I don't have to do. I'm not very good at math, but I don't have to do the math to know that I'm
That
unconscious.
is 26 total. Okay.
Yeah, well, it's more than 24. So.
Okay. So Aetis and Kaerlie and Grrrig, you see Spoot fall as this
Poison.
thing smiles and goes, "You are interlopers, and you will suffer," and moves towards you.
You just
Defect.
think here's a whisper in the wind, and it vaguely says, like, "Will you kill that guy already?"
Defect, it is your turn.
Yep. I am running across here. 5:30 as I run underneath Grrrig. I'll be like, Grrrig, I'm back in the fight. Watch out for that big snake dude behind you.
What? Yeah, no, I know. Go.
Can I see this guy here?
No, because he is like 20, 30 feet up on top of a ledge.
Oh. Okay.
You do have enough movement left that you can start climbing, however.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I can take my bonus to start.
Alright, so you dash and begin climbing. So you can get about 15 feet up.
Okay. And that's
Right.
what I'll have to do.
Grrrig, it is your turn.
Cool. I will spin around and cast Thunder Wave at my dear opponent behind me.
Okay.
DC 13. Con save.
Alright. That is a 10.
Yes! My tiny wrench and my jeweler's hammer went ka-clink, and then boom. So they're knocked back 10 feet, I believe it is.
Yep, so they take
And
4
4 thunder.
thunder damage.
Then my little cannon is is gonna do its force thing, shooting over at the big one.
Yep.
It's only a 9 to hit. Too bad.
So, this top thing here is 40 feet up. So she falls 40 feet. Ooh! Taking an additional 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Boom.
Nice.
And is definitely prone on the ground.
I blow a raspberry at her.
Yeah, well done. Indeed,
And then
the 9 does not hit Dude Bro over there. But Kaerlie, it is your turn.
Kaerlie is going to stand up, and
Okay.
she's going to tap Aetis on the shoulder.
Yep. Do some heals.
For oh, damn.
Nice.
11.
Second time she's rolled full.
And then she's going to move back.
All right. As she moves back, he reaches out to attempt to snap at her. With a 7, misses, however. Next up are the other two. This one tries to short bow Kaerlie. That's a 14 to hit.
Misses.
Okay.
Sweet.
This one gets up from prone, very sore, very angry. Looks over to Defect, who's beginning to climb the wall, and says, "You there! Let go!" Defect, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw,
No.
please.
Okay.
It's only a few feet.
Right. It's just a couple.
Wait, doesn't that stuff like...
However, Defect, you're wise to them. You are like, buddy. Screw you. So they just look in frustration after you. Well done.
Hate that.
They will then move over to here. Spoot, it is your turn. I need you to make a death saving throw. Or I will when he comes back. Oh, there he is.
I'm back. Right. Death saving throw, my favorite. It's a shame you don't get better at these the more you do
Oops. It's not what I meant to do.
them. Where? I'm
Ignore that.
struggling to find where it is. I'm not gonna lie.
It's just a straight D20.
No, of course. I was gonna be fancy and do it in the old.
Yeah, and D&D Beyond, once you set your hit points to 0, it'll pop up and you just click it and it'll do it. That is a success with an 11.
Whew. Close.
All right, Aetis, it is your turn. You have a jerk in front of you with 2 snake arms. One is holding a scimitar in its jaws.
Yes. Aetis is going to cast Fog Cloud.
Oh. I am unfamiliar with Fog Cloud. Go ahead, give me the lowdown.
Where's my character sheet? Hold on.
That goes way back to episode 1, Critical Role Season 1.
Hold on.
Used it in the tavern.
What is the area of Fog Cloud?
I'm looking at it. 20-foot radius sphere. Centered on a point within range.
Okay.
But like before Aetis casts it, he like looks at his route of escape.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll cast it like over, yeah, like this.
So centered over here?
No, over one more. Yes.
All right.
And then he's going to move out of the fog cloud and around the corner.
Centered on my corpse.
Yep.
Hmm.
All right.
Well,
So, Defect, some fog has appeared around you.
Would it?
So I can't see
Just for
through it.
Yeah, because it's a sphere, so it would fold down around the rock.
No, so as soon as Aetis escapes and around the corner, he'll cancel his concentration.
Okay, great. Okay, cool. So yeah, you essentially have blinded him, so he can't see you escape. So, pachow. Well done. It is now his turn. He looks around. He sees Kaerlie.
I just smoke bombed him.
Yep. So he moves up to Kaerlie. Attempts to bite her. That is a 12, so that misses. And then swings the scimitar for a 7. So he has become ineffective. Defect. You're climbing. The fog that like blinded you for a quick second like vanishes. You keep climbing. It takes you your entire movement to get up there, but you are now up on top of this ledge.
Right there? Okay.
Yep.
Everybody has good berries, per usual.
Okay. And
Actually,
I will...
you were able to climb 10 feet last time, so it only took you half your movement to get up here. So you have 15 feet left.
Oh my god, that's just enough to head on with this guy. Awesome. So bonus action, rage, and I'm going to attack.
Yeah, you're definitely ragey about this dude.
I'm a little bit angry.
Yep, and you have advantage
That I did.
from Kaerlie. 15 will hit
15.
for, is that 17 points because of your +2?
17 points of damage, yep.
Nice. Yeah, you slash into it. He goes, "Argh!" Very angry. Lets out this guttural hiss. Grrrig, it is your turn.
Great. I scamper force. Probably just to here, actually. And I'm going to do a chuck my dagger. No. I'll just do a firebolt at the lady down there.
All right.
Nat 20.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Right in the face.
Oh, rolled terribly. But 6 damage.
Chars her face. She's totally burned. Her eyebrows are gone. And you realize that there's just kind of scales under there.
Weird.
I went to the eyebrow lady this week. Yep.
Oh, good. You needed it.
There you
No,
go.
just kidding.
And then little cannon. My little cannon. Gonna do its force ballista at the big guy. It's only a 7.
Right.
Damn it.
Yeah, that misses. I would have given it disadvantage anyway because he's definitely got some cover between the rocks right now.
Oh, gotcha.
Because you are on a rock that is 40 feet in the air.
Right, and he's around the corner
Yeah.
on behind another 40
Yeah,
foot.
well, this rock is actually 30 feet in the air.
Oh, okay.
This platform is 20 feet in the air.
Gotcha.
Cool
beans.
But Kaerlie, it is your turn. What will Kaerlie do?
We agreed it's an action for the good berry, right?
It is an action to administer it to someone else. It is a bonus action to swallow one for yourself.
Okay. Kaerlie's she's just gonna whack him with her stick.
All right, she has advantage. Kaerlie winds up. Definitely hits with a 24. Go ahead, roll that beautiful D8 damage.
Nice. Another max roll.
So that's a total of what?
That's just 8.
Oh, it's just 8. Okay. Funk. Very cool. All right. Next up, seeing that horrible thing that Defect just did, this one over here is going to attempt to fire a short bow at Defect. However, that is an 11 to hit. But that is a miss. This one sort of just is frustrated and picks up a rock and throws it at Grrrig. However, with a 16, I think just barely manages to hit you.
Yep. I have a 15.
Actually, it would be a disadvantage because it's got a 20-foot range. It's like a dagger. So that means it's actually an 8 to hit you. So it doesn't even like crest the rise.
Yeah.
And just frustrated, she goes over and begins climbing the wall. Spoot, I need you to make a death saving throw.
Here we go.
Oh, that
you
is
fucking
2
kidding me?
failures. Spoot is sputtering on the ground. Aetis, it is your turn.
Just didn't have enough movement to get all the way down. Ugh.
What will you do, Aetis?
I don't know. Next level, I know I'm going to prepare cure wounds.
Yeah.
I've got it. I just didn't have enough movement to get down there.
You can always jump.
I mean, I guess that's true. I don't trust.
I'm going to stick with shooting this lady over here.
All right. Go for it. He just lines up his bow, takes the shot. Bam! Hits her with a 12. Definitely hits.
Oh.
Yeah.
8
You
points.
realize that they are not wearing much armor. It's really just clothed, and they have scales that seem to deflect things.
Alright. 8 force,
All right.
plus another 2 force.
All right. For 10 points, yeah. Another arrow. Thunk. Ah. They break it off after the fact.
Aetis just yells, "Just die!"
The Yuan Ti spins towards Aetis, wielding his scimitar. That is an 18 to hit, for 4 points of slashing damage.
You can reach around a rock.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. He's going after Defect. Sorry, if I said Aetis, I misspoke.
That's not reach for some part.
Sorry, I misspoke. It happens. That is an 18 to hit Defect, which I believe does hit you.
Yes, it does.
So you take what would be 4 reduced to 2 points of slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
Then the other hand comes around to attempt to bite you. However, with a 13, misses you.
Okay.
And Defect, it is your turn.
Did I hear Spoot cough up some blood?
I would say that you definitely noticed he was on the ground unconscious when you ran by his big, large, turtle body.
I'm on the way. It's okay.
The difference being that all my like limbs were out and sprawled out. If I was sleeping, I would be inside.
Yeah, I don't want anyone to die, so I will head on over.
All right. The guy uses his reaction to swing out to attempt to bite you again. That is a 21 to hit.
Yep.
So you take 5 points of piercing damage reduced to 2, and 10 points of poison damage reduced to 5. because you are naturally resistant to poison, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Right. And with my action, I will shove one of those berries into Spoot's mouth.
All
And
right.
then kind of like his neck. Like go down his-
Great. You massage his throat. Spoot, you come back to consciousness with 1 hit point.
That was filling. Thank you.
Anything else, Defect?
You now have your daily calories.
You still have movement, just so you know.
do. So I will pat Spoot on the head, and I'll tell him to flip yourself over, get back into the fight, and then I will move back into the fray.
All right.
That's easier said than done.
And Grrrig, it is your turn. You can see this individual, the one who's been harrowing you, climbing the side of the rock wall from where you are. Just barely.
Cool. So I'm gonna have my cannon shoot at her this time.
Okay.
19 to hit.
Yeah, with a 19, definitely hits.
8 damage and 5-foot push.
So she gets pushed and falls again. She was
Shorter
about,
fall.
she was about halfway up, so it's a 15-foot drop. So she takes 9 points of... Wow. Every time she falls, she takes almost max damage.
That's awesome. And then I am gonna climb down with my cannon, and I will tap Spoot and be like, "You okay, bud? Stay in the shell, baby," and get 8 points cure wounds.
All right.
Thank you.
Your friends are touching you and making you feel good, Spoot.
That's what
Might
friends
want to
are.
stay in there.
Everybody touches Spoot, and there's the episode title.
Gasp.
No, I'm sure we'll come up with something much better. But Kaerlie, it is your turn. Kaerlie Tanner.
Oh, yes. Kaerlie is going to whack the bad snake man again.
Yeah, go for it. You still have advantage because Defect moved back into spot.
I almost rolled with my longbow.
Shillelagh longbow.
Shalalalalalalalay.
Shalalalalalalalay.
Oh!
So that would be a 13 to hit? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That does hit.
Oh,
Yep.
thank God.
That just barely hits him.
Yeah.
2.
His skin is scaly and dense, but it does manage to leave a little bruise.
From the last attack that hit max damage, this time it's just like a boop on one of the snake eyes.
Yeah. One of the heads just kind of goes, and kind of wiggles. Next up, our shortbow friend is going to attempt to fire back to Aetis this time. With a natural 1, her bow breaks.
Finally.
All of their bows have broken.
Good.
That bow effed me up, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad. 19 points
she-
damage.
Angrily cast their bow to the side and runs over and jumps across there.
Listen, bows are my thing. Clearly,
This one
that one, they can all fuck off.
gets up from prone and just grumbling in a language none of you understand to themselves, she begins climbing again.
Oh, I see parcel tongue.
Unfortunately, actually, nobody could see her because Grrig's on a different level now, so probably
Yeah,
doesn't
drop
see her.
down.
Spoot, it is your turn. You can stand up from prone for half your movement.
Spoot is going to stand up from prone for half his movement. He's going to look around and see Mr. Snake Arms over there. And
Yeah.
what? Hang on. Sorry. Let me read this real quick.
Is Kaerlie still concentrating on Entangle, or has she dropped that?
Oh, she's still concentrating.
Okay, so I'm gonna try something. Maybe it's a bad idea. I'm gonna cast Blast.
All right.
I'm gonna be casting this at 2nd level, so I'm gonna target every party member.
Okay. Yeah, I would say you have eyes on Aetis. So you bless everybody?
Yeah, everyone that I can see, myself excluded.
Okay.
And after doing that,
So what does your bless look like again?
I think it looks
Is it just like swimming turtles, like swimming around them?
yeah, it's turtle themed and
All right.
green.
All right, yeah. So these spectral turtles start swimming around you and kind of looking like they're guiding your strengths or trying to protect you.
I'm getting confused with Shield of Faith, which was like a turtle shield that encompassed.
Right. That was like a big
How
shell,
cute.
though.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you want to move at all, or are you going to stay there?
I am going to. I'll move to here. I don't want to get too close to that guy.
All right.
Actually, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to stay there. We'll not move, and I will cast some Sacred Flame at. Oh no, I can't because that's not a bonus action. Never mind.
Yep. Okay, Aetis, it is your turn. You have a bless upon you.
I'm going to scritch one of the turtles swimming around me.
You're gonna what? What was the verb?
Scritch. Scratching something cute.
Okay.
And then I'm going to shoot this lady because I'm really tired of her being alive.
Okay. Go for it, plus a d4. Yeah, you don't need the d4.
Yes.
Yeah,
Use it on your damage. You can use it on your damage, I think. Right?
on the
No,
attack.
it's
Oh,
attack
attack.
rolls and ability checks,
Yeah,
or
sorry.
attack rolls and saving throws.
I wish.
Right.
7 force.
Yeah.
You
Plus.
Plus
you probably don't need it on that either.
All right. Yeah, another arrow, clean through the shoulder.
how much health does this lady have?
You
More
didn't
than
start
Spoot.
attacking her until fairly recently, so
That's true.
A lot of arrows, though.
yeah. Next up is Snake Hands McHandyson. The snake arm reaches towards Defect. That's a 16 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
That is 7 reduced to 3 piercing damage and 7 reduced to 3 poison damage.
Right.
Scimitar comes towards you as well. That is an 18 to hit for 4 slashing damage reduced to 2. And he's just swearing, and he's like, "You will fall, you silver-faced fool."
Hey now.
And
No, I don't
Defect,
think you will.
it is now your turn.
I want to chop his head off.
Yeah.
No.
With a 12, however, he manages to dodge out of the way.
Roll that D4.
Yes.
Oh, you're right.
Blessed.
You're blessed. You have a D4
Come
on
on.
Guaranteed hit.
this. Yeah.
This is as bad as guidance.
Yeah, you definitely hit him. It looks like you're going to miss him, but one of the little floating flying turtles just kind of like nudges the axe over a little bit, and you land on him. Go ahead.
All right,
So that is 9 points of damage.
right.
All right, Grrrig.
What are these? Why are these? And Greg is gonna like look over the edge.
Okay.
I'll go all the way to the edge,
Yeah.
assuming
So
Cannon is
if
riding
you
with.
move there, you can move to the edge.
Gonna look down and be like, "Oh, it's you!" and toss a firebolt.
Yep. Go for it.
Do 19 guaranteed.
Yep. 19 will definitely hit.
Only 1 damage. That's too bad.
All right. You pachang and they just
And-
look up as they're about 10 feet below you.
And Force Ballista, does it have a shot? Would it need to like move into the other
I
side
believe
of me or something?
I believe because it's a tiny thing, you can hold it, so you can.
Yeah, well, I wanted to have a shot on the snake arms.
I would say he has partial
it-
cover, so he's got a +2 to his
Okay.
armor class.
I want you to shoot the girl climbing again.
No, I will. I just want that thing to die most. These seem like we could kill them. That other thing does way more damage. But
True.
it'll just shoot her.
This is
Okay.
Why not? It's a 15.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Great.
So she takes 11 points of damage. And she gets pushed down 10 feet.
Well,
Which-
only 5 because of me. Not my fault she falls.
Yeah. And she takes some falling damage. She takes 2 points of falling damage. And falls
This is
prone.
40 damage so far.
And is just, like, angry that she's gonna have to start climbing again.
This
For the
is,
4th time.
this is like on par with Grrrig being chased by the bush.
It
Right.
is. It's. Will you just die? You've fallen. I've shot
It
you.
is
This
Kaerlie's turn.
Kaerlie's gonna smack him with her stick again.
Go for it. Yeah, a 22 will hit. Definitely. Go ahead. Roll that
For 6.
for 6 points of damage. Alright. Next up, our friend here looks up towards you, Aetis. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. As she tells you, jump off the far side of this rock.
Wait, but
You're blessed. You're
D4,
blessed.
D4, D4.
You do have the D4.
Ugh.
A 9 is a failure. Um,
I'm just curious though, is this like suggestion?
hold on, let me just check something.
Because a lot of charms can't make you do something that would hurt yourself.
That is true.
It's just like anything reasonable.
Actually, yeah, that's exactly what happens. She says this thing to you, and it sounds like a good idea, and then you realize, no, I would die from that. So you shrug off the spell, and she swears that she's like, crap, I forgot. The other one gets up from prone and starts climbing. Actually, she's like, screw this. And she goes over here.
Where did she move? Oh.
Grrrig goes,
Like under the arch.
Yeah, she's like walking on. She's like limping away under the archway. Spoot, it is your turn.
Oh, right. Well, we all know what I'm going to do. I'm going to attempt to cast Sacred Flame at Snake Hand.
All right.
It'll hit, probably, because it's only 3 points of damage. But
you hit level.
He makes a dexterity saving throw. He rolls a 12. So yeah, it does hit him.
little by little, they say.
When you hit level 5 and you get 2d8, you're just going to roll a 2 and a 1.
Spoot and the Magic of Threes is apparently
Yeah,
how
yeah,
this
that's
works.
the working title.
Aetis, it is your turn.
Slow and steady.
I'm going to shoot that lady again that tried to make me jump off a cliff.
Yeah, she looks very angry at herself. Oh yeah, you definitely hit her.
10 force,
Uh-huh.
plus another 5 force.
Yeah. Yeah, she's looking rough.
I'm just going to say, I will jump off a cliff if I want to.
That's right. No one controls you but you.
Exactly.
All right.
You showed her.
Next up, Snake Hand Dude goes ahead, makes a bite attack against Defect. That's a 21 to hit.
Yeah.
7 piercing reduced to 3, and 8 poison reduced to 4. And then swings his scimitar at you with a 10.
Miss.
Yep. Failure on his part. And Defect, it is your turn.
Okay. Same old song. Great axe.
Mm-hmm.
18.
18
That's
will
7
hit for 7 points of damage. All right. Grrrig.
Oh, you think so, do you? Uh, is there like, is she far enough over that like she's behind cover, or can I still like move to the edge?
She would have partial cover from any attack you make at this point.
All right.
But she's like halfway through the arch.
Yeah, Grrrig is still gonna do it.
Go for it.
Grrrig is not that careful. Just a firebolt.
With an 8, off the rocks. There's a big burn mark across the rocks now.
Cool. Then I will move.
Although technically, I suppose you are blessed.
Oh yeah, let's see what the bless is.
But with the partial cover, I don't think it would matter.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, the 11 doesn't hit.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
That brings us to.
And then I'm gonna move.
Yep.
Do I have enough movement to get up to here? Like to climb up and then get over? I think that's 30. I counted this as a 10-foot double.
Yeah, so this is 20 feet above this.
Oh,
ledge.
it's 20. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was 10. Okie dokes.
Yeah, so you can get to there.
Okay, but I still can't see him.
Right.
Oh, and my cannon has a little extra 10 feet of movement when I use it. If I put my cannon up to the very edge, can it shoot?
You could shoot this lady.
Okay, cool. Force ballista. Darn.
A 9 misses, however.
9 misses.
That would have been a solid hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of damage.
All right. Kaerlie.
Just gonna stick with the tried and true.
Yep, go ahead. Whack him with a stick. Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Stick damage.
2 stick damage.
2.
She poops, the other snake knows.
All right, next up. The Yuan T lady over here. She's going to try again, Aetis, and she tells you, do 100 jumping jacks. Wisdom saving throw, please.
Next it would be burpees, I swear to God.
That would be worse. That would be worse.
With your bless.
Yeah, y'all better roll that bless.
Damn it.
An 11 is not enough. So, Aetis, you will start doing 100 jumping jacks.
How many jumping jacks can you do in 6 seconds?
It'll be an athletics check.
Not 100.
Spoot, it is your turn.
Spoot just sees this and he's like, oh, okay.
She then moves in with her scimitar drawn.
Not on my turn, she doesn't. Better
She
back
did it
up.
at the end of her turn.
She didn't announce it.
She doesn't have to tell you what she's doing.
Sacred Flame for a whopping 1 point of damage on Mr. Snake Arms.
All right.
Spoot is the champion. Cantrip master.
He rolls an 8 and takes the 1 point of damage.
It was 3 or less. That's the rule. That's a homebrew rule now. Just
3 or less, it automatically hits. All right, Aetis, go ahead, make an athletics check. As you start jumping your jacks. Wow, with a 21, you get through 12 jumping jacks in 6 seconds. No, that doesn't make sense. I'd say you could do 2 a second. So yeah, 12 jumping jacks.
Can he add bless to this?
Wow.
It is, well, it's... Or is it just attacks and saves, not skills?
Yeah, it is not ability checks, unfortunately.
Are the little turtles helping me with my count?
No.
They don't do jumping jacks. Turtles do not do jumping jacks.
It is an antithesis of their being.
They just make their
But
arms.
hey, you can knock off 12 out of 100, so good job. All right.
Oh god.
Our friend will attempt to bite Aetis. That's a 17 to hit.
Okay, Aetis
No
or
bite.
me?
It's
I keep saying that. Defect.
oh,
Snake hand guy. I don't know why I'm doing
Yeah.
that tonight. I apologize. That is 2 piercing damage, or 4 piercing damage reduced to 2. And
Okay.
then 11 poison damage reduced to 5.
Defect is down.
All right.
What?
He'll turn to Spoot and say, "Avenge me, brother."
Okay.
He didn't say the brother part, but
He then whirls around and swings his scimitar at Kaerlie. With a 22 to hit because of his advantage for 7 slashing damage on Kaerlie. And I need Kaerlie to make a Constitution saving throw for a concentration on her entangle. Okay, she makes it. But she still got it. All right, Defect, I need you to make a death saving throw, please. That is 1 failure for Defect. Grrrig, it is your turn.
Ah! And now Defect or Grrrig will leap down.
Yep.
Camper leap.
Okay, go ahead, make an acrobatics check, because you just
Will.
jumped 20 feet.
18.
All right, cool. Yeah, you managed to jump. You take a little bit of damage, but
No, it's the rolling. It's a ninja roll.
well, you only take half because you landed really well. So you
Cool.
take 5 points of damage after jumping 20 feet.
Cool. And action is feed a good berry to my good buddy.
All right. Defect, you have 1 hit point and you are conscious.
Sweet. And bonus action is pew pew force ballista.
All right, go for it.
Picked it. Pick it again. Ugh.
Oh
nat one.
no! On a nat 1, it sputters and sparks, and the energy releases prematurely. Your cannon takes 1 point of damage.
Cool.
It is now Kaerlie's turn.
Next time I'll bless the cannon.
all right. Kaerlie is going to she's going to recast Entangle
Okay.
and just like put the corner on him again.
All right.
So strength saving throw, DC 13.
All right. Let's see how he does. He rolls a 19.
Okay,
He seems to be pretty strong.
I guess so.
Poop.
That's it.
All right. Next up. Right. Begin climbing. He gets to there. This one swings a scimitar towards Kaerlie with a 21 hits for 4 points of slashing damage against Kaerlie, and I need another concentration check. Con saving throw.
Bless.
Oof.
Wouldn't
even
matter.
if she rolls a 4,
It wouldn't.
the spell evaporates. Kaerlie is no longer concentrating, and she takes 4 points of damage. All right. Spoot, it is your turn.
Does Spoot have a line of sight still to this guy, technically?
Yeah, I would say
little.
so.
Then Sacred Flame.
All right.
Oh, yes. House rule.
Uh, 16 is what he
Oh,
was.
Oh, you don't have to pretend with the rules. Just, you know.
Aetis, it is your turn.
Rolling for jumping jacks.
Yep, athletics check, please.
Someone hit the snake woman.
Okay, this time you were winded after your first attempt, so this time you only get through 4 jumping jacks.
Solid.
It was like a burst of speed and then nada.
Don't worry, guys. I have 84 more to go.
Why is no one attacking the woman?
All right. Next up is our friendly neighborhood snake dude who turns towards Kaerlie now. Scimitar attack is a 9 to hit.
Miss.
Bite attack is a 19 to hit.
Barely hits.
For a total of 15 damage. I believe that puts Kaerlie down.
Yep.
Alright. Kaerlie is prone and unconscious.
Doof a doof.
It is now Defect's turn.
Okay. I will stand up from prone.
Alright.
I will use reckless attack.
Does your rage persist if you go unconscious?
Oh, that's right. No.
That's level 6.
Okay, so bonus rage. Thanks very much.
Okay.
And then yeah, free action, reckless attack. And I will attack.
Yeah, go for it. $16 will hit for 11 points of slashing damage. He's starting to look really rough.
Great. That's it. That's all I can do.
Grrrig, it is your turn.
Cool. Grrrig is going to firebolt big guy
All right.
plus a d4.
Yep. Roll your d4.
4, so 14.
14 hits. Go ahead, roll your
Less than a
firebolt
12
damage.
Spoot. Only 2 damage.
Nice.
Bonus action, disengage and come around to here. I think that's enough. Or, yeah, I think I can do that. Can move through their spaces. Question mark.
Where are you going?
Over here. With a disengage.
Yeah, you can get around there and move through your friends' spaces. That's fine.
Okay, cool. And that is where I will be.
As you come around, you see that there's that one that you had knocked off before has climbed up the other side.
Oh, hi.
It is now Kaerlie's turn. I need her to make a death saving throw.
Be so funny if you ran around to the other side and just thunderwaved her off again.
I have no spell slots. I wish.
I don't think any of us do.
1 fail.
That is a failure for Kaerlie.
Just one, though.
The next one up. She's going to move through. Actually, what is she going to do? Grrrig, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Because I am very wise. 18.
All right, yeah. This one attempted to tell you to stay where you are. Or this one down here did, but you slug it off. This one moves over here and attempts to scimitar Defect with a 15.
Miss it.
Okay.
Thank God.
Yeah, this one down here was like looking at Grrrig and being, stay where you are. Kind of with fear in her eyes, but to no avail. Spoot, it is your turn.
Spoot's
You
gonna...
can see the enemies gathering around Defect.
Yes, Spoot is going to call out to Aetis and say, Aetis, stabilize Kaerlie. I can't make it in time, and I'm going to...
You can see that Aetis is just doing jumping jacks.
Oh, right. Oh, yes.
I got it. I'm trying to get there. Hang on.
Oh, Aetis. I'm just kidding.
Wow, call out.
I'm going to try to attack that snake lady with some Sacred Flame.
Okay. She rolls a natural 20.
Oh, that broke the rule.
Right?
Aetis,
Right.
go ahead, make a athletics check. All right, you get through a solid 6.
78 more, guys.
All right. Snake Hands attempts to bite Defect with a 12. Attempts to scimitar
goodness.
Defect with a dirty 20. That will be 4 points of slashing damage.
Down again.
You raged. Oh, you only had one. Never mind.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the rage falls as Defect does. Defect, I need a death saving throw, please.
Yep. Hold on. Okay.
Success.
1.
Grrrig, it is your turn.
Grrrig is going to start screaming, swearing a blue streak.
You
and,
actually cannot see Defect fall from where you are, so you have no idea.
I'm sure he made a noise.
You hear a loud thunk,
She knows what that is.
but there is also a Aetis doing jumping jacks right next to you.
Yeah. This is all very weird.
Kaerlie is on the
What is
ground.
happening? I'm going to give a good bear to Kaerlie.
All right.
Uh,
Kaerlie returns with 1 hit point and is no longer unconscious.
Great. I'm gonna do... Be like, why are you Oh, did that lady do the thing? Oh, crap. And gonna... I guess I'm just gonna say, cannon, do it! And have the cannon shoot at, that lady.
Okay, great. Go for it.
24.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, with a 24, the cannon lines up and poof! And blasts her square in the middle of the head. She was not expecting
Thank
it.
Jeebus.
And sends her poof, dead corpse flying 5 feet back.
Oh, good. I hear the thump and scream and go, ha ha ha!
Does that mean I'm free?
Yes, Aetis, you are no longer forced to do jumping jacks, as the source of
Cool.
that spell is gone.
Good.
Can I climb up the wall then?
Yep.
'Cause
Yeah,
I can move.
that's just a 10-foot climb for you, so
Sweet.
you have 10 feet left of movement.
Great. I will just climb to the top of the wall
Okay.
and be like, this is... God, she dead? Thank God. Okay.
All right, Kaerlie, it is your turn. You have 1 hit point, and you are prone on the ground.
Kaerlie is going to stand up,
All right.
and she will wild shape. No, I don't know. I don't have the wild shape list on me.
Be a bear. Bears are good.
She's not high enough for CR.
Oh.
Yeah. She did circle the land.
She turns into a boar, so I'll just do a boar. That's the only one I got off the top of my head.
Okay, great. Cool. Bonk. So Kaerlie is now a boar. Bam.
So that's...
And not just any boar, but a blessed boar.
Blessed ham.
Sacred ham! Alright, what else will she do?
That's all she can do, because it's an action.
Oh, it's right. It's her action to do so.
Yeah, I'm just HP buffing her.
Cool.
No one has spell slots.
Alright. Next up is this woman who just comes towards you, Aetis. Swings a scimitar. It's a 10 to hit and a 5 to hit. So she's...
I dodge while doing jumping jacks.
Yeah,
You don't have to do jumping jacks anymore.
She is tired, she is exhausted, and she's like hitting you, but it's like, eh. She's like muttering to herself in a language you don't speak, but if you did, you get the sense that it'd be like, frickin' goblin, hate goblin. Spoot, it is your turn. You do see that Defect has fallen. Yet again.
Yes. I would like to move here and use my good berry, because I think Defect used his good berry when he stabilized me.
Yep.
Whatever. There is a good berry, and I'm gonna shove it in. I'm gonna do the exact same thing he did to me. I'm gonna shove it in his mouth. I'm like move his mouth, like try to press on his throat, but it's kind of metal, so
yeah, it's this weird mix of metal and wood, and it's just a little strange to you. But
I don't know how this anatomy is.
But Defect, you regain 1 hit point and are no longer unconscious. And with that, Aetis, you are no longer forced to do jumping jacks.
Kill.
Okay, give me one.
Engage kill mode.
Yep.
So I just realized that I was supposed to add +3 to all of Kaerlie's shillelaghs.
Ah, okay. Well, we'll know that going forward.
Do they stack if someone suddenly dies?
Nope.
Boom.
Yeah, I missed 17 points of shillelagh damage.
Oh.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is your turn, Aetis. You have a guy right here.
I'm gonna smash this lady.
A lady right there. Yep, go for it. Natural 20. Oh, yeah. Go for it.
So that's
Oh god.
1, so it's 8 force.
Yep.
Plus,
Yeah, you obliterate her. She dead.
And then can I move over here without any?
Yeah,
issue?
it's the same level. It's just a little hop.
Okay. And then I'll just get ready to shoot the big guy.
All right. Next up is the Yuan Ti. It sees there is now a boar. It also sees that it is perhaps alone. So it's going to make a wisdom saving throw. Nope. Okay. It's going to go after the boar.
The sacred ham.
The sacred ham. First hand slithers in. That is a 15 on the boar.
Yep.
For a total of 4 piercing and 3 poison damage.
All right.
And then scimitar is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
For 5 points of slashing damage.
All right. And when the druid reverts, it takes the remaining, right?
Correct.
Kaerlie's unconscious.
Okay.
Oof.
So Kaerlie's unconscious form reverts back to shape.
I many times is that? 3? 2? 3.
I think that is
3
3.
for Kaerlie, 2 for Defect, 1 for Spoot.
Yep. And Defect, it is your turn.
All right.
So, 20 now.
I'll stand up from prone. Reckless attack. I have no more rage.
But a 22 hits. Oh wait, no. Sorry. I thought that was you. That was me. Haha.
Oh God, good.
A 15 does hit, yes. For 11 points of slashing damage.
No, it's 9.
No, no.
Oh, because you're not raging.
Yeah, I used up all my rage.
Yep.
Just a 9.
Ives got it. Yes, this is Ham's Chop sing-along, apparently, as the boar gets chopped down.
No.
All right. Grrrig, it is your turn. You see Kaerlie go from alive to a boar to an unconscious Kaerlie.
Freaking, what the? Hey, I wanted to kill that lady, Aetis. That's not. I mean, wait. Great. I will climb down and stabilize. Attempt to stabilize. I have nothing to help me with it. That's a 7.
Okay, yeah, Kaerlie's just bleeding out.
What do I do? What do I? And Force Cannon is going to shoot at Snake Arms.
All right, go for it.
20.
All right. So, the Force Ballista fires it. What does it look like when it kills him?
Well, it hits him in the head hard enough that his neck snaps backward and is just fallen sideways limp.
All right. So this magical burst of energy shoots out of Grrig's little cannon right into the center of his forehead, just like the other one, and snaps his neck around to the side, and the body just falls right next to Kaerlie. And,
Good job, Chomper.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would like Kaerlie to roll a death save. That is one failure.
Thank Jeebus.
You can roll bless on death saves, I think.
Yeah, oh yeah, you can. You can roll, it's a saving throw, so yeah, you get the D4.
Please, never mind.
Not with a 9. So that is one failure.
Way to go, Kaerlie.
Next up, Spoot. The enemies appear gone, but you can see Kaerlie's lifeblood bleeding out once again.
I will rush over to Kaerlie, and not knowing whether she has a good berry, I don't have a good berry, who's got a good berry, I don't know. That is some check.
No, one more.
With a natural 20, you are successfully able to stabilize Kaerlie so she no longer makes death saving throws. And with
Thank God. I'm covered in blood.
Not again. Not again. It's okay. You did great.
And with that, we will drop out of initiative.
Dio Jesus.
Ooh.
Well done, everyone. Well done indeed.
I'm very lucky they did not try to hit me again.
Well done, everyone. You defeated some very smart enemies who, this time, they saw you ahead of time and were able to negotiate a little bit of a plan. You are bruised, broken, and beaten, and you have a job to do, which we will deal with as soon as we come back from a short 5-minute bio break. So we will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for sticking with us, and we'll be back in 5 minutes. Thank you so much for your patronage in watching us this evening.
You're welcome.
Not dead yet.
All right, we'll be right back. Thank you for hanging out. We are back. So, when last we left off, our intrepid adventurers had successfully defeated and slain some very mean, nasty, poisonous, Yuan-Ti-looking creatures. So, Kaerlie is unconscious but stabilized, and you are all on top of a rock ledge with some bodies of Yuan-Ti. What will you do?
Don't you have to get the heart? While you're doing that, I'm gonna do the backpack thing. I'm gonna practice.
Okay.
I did with the backpack real quick first.
Yeah.
So here's what I will say. You are one on top of a rock that isn't really big enough for the tent,
Mm-hmm.
and two, you are right near what is very obviously a patrol route. So just bear that in mind.
I think we should get back a little bit after we get the heart out, but we definitely need to rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the sun is beginning to set by this point, so
It's about time.
you probably have about an hour before dark.
Spoot, do you want to try to help me more with this one?
For sure.
Rolling survival.
Yes.
Yeah, so it is a survival check to attempt to retrieve the heart. If Spoot is helping you, you can do it with advantage. Okay, with an 18,
22.
with a 22, you remember from the last time the mistakes you almost made, and you are able to much more cleanly remove the heart and place it in one of the appropriate bags that was given to you. So, well done. You have successfully recovered a second heart.
Can I also search the 2 available bodies to, like, find out if there's any sort of poisons I can use? Because they said they were poisonous.
Yeah, sure.
Meanwhile, I'll search the bodies for stuff.
Yeah. So go ahead and make another survival check, Aetis. With a 7, you don't find any vials of poison or anything that really tells you how they poisoned their weapons. Grrrig, you discover a small bag of about 17 gemstones on the guy that had the 2 snake hands. The other 2 are just carrying basic equipment, and they all have some arrows. None of them have their bows anymore because their bows are broken and thrown on the ground in various places. They each have a scimitar as well, and the scimitars curve and form like a serpent shape, so they're kind of like double curvy, extra curvy. So they look kind of cool.
These do look kind of cool.
But from experience, you are able to look at one of those arrows, and you can see that there is some poison dripping off the tips of all the arrows.
Hey, Aetis, can you use these arrows? There's definitely some poison on this one. Maybe these other ones. They got some extras.
Oh, that would definitely be handy.
Go ahead, make a survival check, Aetis.
Oh, Jesus. I kill myself.
So with a 10, you know that poisons that are applied to weapons last maybe an hour before they go non-virulent.
Okay. Well, I probably can't use these. I can hold on to them for maybe an hour, but after that, it's probably not going to work.
But they're still arrows, so.
They're still arrows.
I'll take the arrows.
Okay.
Yeah, all things considered, you can get about, I'd say, 14 arrows from their equipment. Plus, you can recover half of what you shot. So.
All right, I'm going to put next. My quiver can only hold 20, right?
Right, but I think Didn't you buy a bunch and like shove them in Grrig's bag at one point?
Yeah. So I'm gonna shove.
I have a bunch in the bag.
I'm gonna put 16 more arrows into Grrig's bag.
Okay.
One day you're going to be like, I'm out of arrows, and Grrrig will just going to open the bag and dump a pile of arrows onto the ground, and you'll be like, all right. Forgot about those.
Every time I'm in town, I'm gonna forget and just buy an extra like 5 stacks of arrows.
It seems to be the thing to do when you're an archer.
I now have 96 arrows for you. Also a bunch of wood that you were going to make into arrows.
Now we can use it as firewood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, speaking of, it is getting dark.
We should...
Let's go. Did you
Great.
get the heart?
Yes.
Okay, I'll put it in my bag. In
All
the
right.
bag, in the bag.
So, where are you going to set up camp? Is my question.
We should probably head in the direction of the next one, but off of the kind of off the beaten path, so we're not so we don't get lost, but they won't see us.
Mm-hmm.
I will agree.
Yeah.
Maybe if there's any other areas of rock cover with no more danger noodles.
Okay. Go ahead and make a survival check, Aetis, to find a suitable campsite.
Is Spoot helping?
Yeah, I was just about to.
Yeah, you can help.
Should scout out and I'll help.
Yeah, the two of you together. Oh, yeah.
You don't
Totally.
need.
It's always good to have help.
The other rolls that were a nat 20.
So you find yourself on top of a little bit of a ridge, and it seems like there's two options. One is a kind of deeper chasm, and one is a more pockmarked, ridge-lined area off to another side.
Which one looks good to everybody?
Well, high ground is usually preferable, but it does make us more visible.
I don't know. I don't know anything about snakes, so I don't know. Do snakes like caves?
Yes.
Maybe.
Dark spaces, I think. I don't know. Could I say that confidently, or should I make an appropriate check?
Snakes will be anywhere. You would know that just pretty naturally. There were tons of snakes in the swamp.
I don't know if I've ever discovered or encountered a Yuan-Ti type, but
You know snakes. I wouldn't say you know anything further about Yuan-Ti than what you've been told.
sure.
All right, so a 1, we go to the chasm. A 2, we go to the pockmarked ridge. Pockmarked
Okay.
ridge.
Great.
All right.
That's what I was
All
gonna
right.
say.
Cool, cool.
Listen, as an indecisive person, flipping a coin is my greatest asset.
Fair enough.
I mean, for dinner last night, I had Siri roll a d20 because we had a bunch of options.
Do you really have 20 options?
Yes.
Yikes.
It was
Awesome.
also one deciding on what kind of food we wanted, and then it was finding multiple places.
Great. So you set up camp. You kind of find you can find on this pockmark area, there's parts that are lower. So if you want to set the tent into a lower position, you can do that.
Cool.
Fairly easily. And all around here, it's just rocks and dirt, and really dead, dry plant life. So it's very inhospitable. But luckily, you have a tent that just kind of folds out. So that's good news for y'all.
Pack. Koi Spern. Did I say it right? Oh, yeah, it's working.
Yes.
I was almost like, are you okay?
Nah, I gotta practice my draconic, dude.
So when we find our campsite in Defect puts down Kaerlie, I'm going to put a good berry in her mouth.
All right. Kaerlie comes back with 1 hit point.
Because I forgot I was holding those.
Good.
Yeah.
Is there a way that we could forego the fire tonight?
I wasn't gonna
Yeah.
make one.
Good. I think that would be too obvious of our location at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think everyone just crams in the tent, and we hope the alarm works. Because you do that thing, right? Can you still do the thing?
I can do the thing.
Yeah, you can set it right around the perimeter of the tent, no problem.
Well, is there any areas that are kind of like look more like a choke point or like a good point of like if someone was coming into this area to investigate, like they would come through?
There's a couple of access points. There's a big ridge drop over on one side. You can set the tent up in like a little gully, so that it's at least blocked off, and then it would restrict access on 3 sides. So like the area itself is more or less accessible, but the tent is fairly well hidden.
And that would give us only like 1 point of entry.
There'd be 2 points, but fairly close to one another. So
I'll try to cover both areas as best I can with the alarm.
how much of a line can you do? Well, I guess you can do a 20-foot area, so you can do 80 feet in a straight line. Is that how that works? Or does it need to touch?
I don't know.
Well, let's find out. Alarm. Choose a door, window, or an area within range that is no larger than a 20-foot cube. So I guess actually you could set up 2 alarms, just one at each doorway, because it's a ritual, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd play that.
Sure, I'll do that then.
Cool.
So that way both are equally covered? Or is there... Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a problem. They're not big areas to get to where you are. So just to clarify, the gully that you're in, those entry points are covered.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grrrig is going to watch the ritual really carefully
Sure, go for it.
with that ever burning desire to learn things.
Right. Great. So go ahead. Are you setting a watch order this evening, or is everyone just going to hunker into the tent and hope for the best? You are in wild lands, just so you know.
I can take first watch, I guess.
Yeah, we should set up watch.
I'll take second.
I'll take third.
Okay.
What was that, Spoot?
I think I'm muted.
Oh, darn. Oh, no. I was going to say I can take one if someone needs the extra rest, like Kaerlie.
All right, cool.
Could Grrrig maybe help me more on my armor? Or do we not have time?
It is like getting dark right now, so.
Okay.
And we don't have a fire. I do have dark vision.
Yeah, you do.
I can, yeah, I'll use my right tool. And I take my tinker's tools and turn them into, to try to turn them into the armorer's tools, smith's tools that we said. To work on the armor. And I will spend whatever amount of time thereafter working on them.
So are you doing that instead of watching?
I guess I'm gonna do it while sort of watching.
Okay.
Right.
So in that case, go ahead. You can make a perception check with disadvantage.
Okay, I thought it was gonna be my passive, which I guess.
Oh yeah,
really
yeah.
matter.
We can use your passive.
Okay. Because that at least guarantees me a 10.
Okay. Great. So you spend an hour kind of futzing with these things. Do. Block. Okay, cool. Very, very cool. All right. So your passive is a 10?
Yep.
All right, cool. Your watch ends, and you've made some. Go ahead, make a check for your assisting on the armor, whatever that process is. Let's call it it's a dexterity check with proficiency, right? Because you have.
Because I have proficiency with. Well, I don't have it with Smith's tools, but I have it with Tinker's tools, and I've got whatever the right tools.
Right. Yeah. So
I don't know.
I'd say you can. So then it's just a straight dexterity check because you're not proficient with Smith tools. You can make them, but you're not proficient with them. All right.
That's a 9.
So you don't get too much done. You get a couple of things punched, but it's been a long day. You're pretty tired.
Yeah.
So you go to collect your stuff to wake the next person for watch, and you realize that little bag of gems that you had is gone.
What?
Yeah, the little pouch you had tied on that had the gems in it, it's not there.
I totally would have put it in the bag of holding, not just tied on. Okay.
I mean, I can say your bag of holding is gone.
No, I guess that's fine. It's a miraculous bag of disappearing. I will wake up Aetis and say, "Fucking bag's gone. Where'd the fucking go?"
What bag?
There's a bag of gems on the bad guy, and then I had it, and then it just vanished.
Aetis will just like rub his eyes a little bit, and then just look around.
Sure, go ahead. Make a. Well, what do you do? Like, what are you looking for? Are you just like looking, or are you trying to investigate something?
Looking to see if there's anybody, or hearing to see if there's anybody around, or checking for tracks.
Okay, go ahead and make a survival check.
Oh God.
It's dark. You can't really see too much. You can't make out much detail.
It didn't trigger the alarm either.
Nope.
We didn't see any caves in the area?
Nope.
I am gonna cast with my once per long rest, because I didn't do Hunter's Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Locate object.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to locate this bag of gems that Grrrig had.
What's the range of it?
I think 1,000 feet.
Okay, great. You can sense the bag. It is not too far away, actually.
You sense the direction of the object's location as long as the object is within 1,000 feet. The object is in motion, you know the direction.
Yeah, you sense the bag about from the tent, probably about 50, 60 feet away. It seems like it's on the other side of another little rise, another little hill or something.
It's over there.
I go after it.
Grrrig, wait, hold on. And I'll run after.
All right, so you both head on over there.
Did we at least get a short rest?
I would say you've had a short rest, but because you were asleep, you didn't you couldn't reroll hit die or anything.
Okay.
And Grrrig was too busy working on your armor, so they did not get a short rest at all.
Cool. I climb up over the ridge in that direction. Do I see anything with my dark vision?
Make a perception check.
4. Nope. I'm blind with rage.
Yeah, you don't see anything.
Once I get within 30 feet of it, I know the exact location.
Okay, yeah, so you head on over there. Are you climbing up on top with Grrrig?
I'm headed whichever is the best route to this to the bag.
Okay, yeah, so you walk around the kind of like southern corner, for lack of a better term, and you see this tiny, or this small, like Grrrig-sized figure, with long wings and a big, like, long nose. Its skin is the color of dust, and its wings seem to be flapping dust, and it's just going through the bag, like looking at the shiny rocks inside of it.
Does it see me?
Make a stealth check. It does not.
If Grrrig can see me, I'm just gonna like motion to Grrrig and like point in at the thing, and then I'm gonna shoot it.
All right, go for it.
Do I see the pointing?
You do, and you look down, and you realize it was right below you, and you didn't even notice it.
Oh.
Because you were like looking out around, and you didn't look straight down. So
Cool.
Go ahead, make an attack with advantage.
17.
A 17 definitely hits. Go ahead, roll damage.
5 4 plus extra 5.
All right. So yeah, an arrow, ping, right through this thing. It squeals and drops the bag and flies up into the air, like away from you. And it's just this little. It looks like a flying dust ball almost.
Interesting.
Is that like AOP or no?
I'm sorry. No, because it was 10 feet away from you.
Oh, okay.
And it just like scampered on the ground and flew and took off in a direction leading away from you. And it flies, and within 6 seconds it's out in the dark, and you can't really see it where it is.
I'm gonna go pick up Grrig's bag of gems.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sweet. Thanks.
Did
Creepy little thing.
that creature look like anything I've heard about, or probably not?
You can make a nature check with advantage. So with a 12, to you, based on the fact that it was like a little earthy, dusty looking thing, you're pretty sure it was some kind of elemental creature.
Okay.
Yeah.
When we get back to
you've
tent.
heard about all kinds of elemental creatures, but they weren't your area of study, so you only really know the basics.
I'm going to, at the thought of that, I'm going to use my planar sense. Or portal sense.
Yeah, you concentrate on detecting a portal and do not sense any.
Okay. We should head back to the camp. I don't want to be too far from everybody.
Yeah, makes sense. Thanks. Before I go to bed, I want to look at gems. Like, is there anything about them, if he's told me that it's an elemental, that like seems the ordinary or seems like it, I guess it might draw her specifically?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
17.
17. Okay. As far as you can tell, they are just really nice gems. Semi-precious stones. They're well worked. They're shiny. I'm sorry, I missed that.
Them happen to be a
No, none of them are pearls.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
What the?
These appear to be mostly like agates and like cat's eyes, things of that nature.
Gotcha.
That have been shaped and polished. So there's no like rubies or emeralds in there. It's semi-precious stones.
Okay. Well, I'll back in. I will tie it tight to the bag of holding, and I will go into the tent and smuggle my pudding.
All right.
It is my precious. Wrap my.
Wonderful. Great. So Aetis, you can go ahead. Are you working on your armor some more, or are you just perceptioning?
Since I know there's things out here that steal stuff,
Yep.
I'm gonna just straight perception it.
Okay, go for it.
Hold
All right.
on. 14.
Okay. Yeah. Looking around, you don't notice anything. You are more actively aware of it. Nothing seems to come up and bother you guys, your tent, while you are sleeping. You have the sense that maybe the noise that Grrrig was making while working on the armor kind of attracted this thing, and it kind of followed you that way. But the rest of your watch goes uneventfully.
All right, I'll go wake up. I think it was Defect was next.
Yeah. Yeah, Defect, you are able to be woken, because you only require 4 hours of sleep anyway.
6 hours.
Oh, 6 hours. So, okay, great.
That's odd.
Cool. So Defect, you wake up. You can go ahead, give me a perception check, assuming all this information has been told to you.
20.
20. Wow. Huh. Didn't go through on roll 20. Weird.
For a 22.
That's what he meant to say.
Yeah, I mean,
Nice.
the net.
That 20.
The
Yeah.
good number.
Nice. Yeah. Oh wait, no, there it is. I just had to scroll down. Haha. Yep. Cool. Yeah, you are on super alert mode, and there is nothing within the area, and you can tell that there is nothing around you as you stare into the dark. Do you have dark vision, Defect?
I don't know.
Cool.
I feel like I would just be listening.
Sure.
To the whisper and
So I'm willing to say that you don't see anything because it's dark out and there's no light, but you listen, and nothing seems to be walking around or coming close by. So that's good. And your
then I'll
evening
finish up
ends.
and I'll pick up Spoot.
Yep. You can awaken the Spoot.
The Spoot is woken.
Yes, the Spoot may do a perception check.
The Spoot is percepting.
All right.
Nope, the Spoot is not.
You do not have dark vision either, right?
Nope.
Cool.
Why am I not proficient?
So Spoot, as you are standing kind of just in front of the tent, right? You're looking around, trying to listen. All you hear is wind and wind and wind. But you look around, but it's weird because the wind doesn't feel right. And as the sun begins to crest, you see that the winds are swirling about 10 feet away from you, just kind of up in the air, just forming almost a little cyclone looking at you as the dawn crests.
This didn't set off alarm?
It appears not to have, because it did not go through the area of your alarm.
10 feet away, there's a cyclone that is looking at me.
Yep. Go ahead. Make another perception check now that you can have a little light to see by. Cool. So it seems to be like it has a shape to it, almost like a large solidified shape, but it's all air and wind. And it's not acting aggressively. It is just looking. It seems like it. You get the sense that it's just looking down at you.
Okay. For the moment, I will look back.
All right. I mean, it's just floating there and kind of.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
Is there a way I can like ease myself toward Aetis's direction without taking my eyes off it too often?
I mean, you are right outside the tent, so you could, stick your head in.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can wake Aetis. I think he's someone who might, I don't know, be more familiar with these things. Aetis.
Yeah. Well,
I think you should come out here to see something.
again, is there another gremlin thing?
I don't know. I don't think it's a gremlin. I think it's more in the elemental variety.
Oh, fun. I'll crawl out of the tent.
I mean, so far it hasn't done anything aggressive, so maybe just just take it slow. Just come have a look.
Yeah. So Aetis, you kind of stick your head out, and in the dawn, it is very bright. It's early. You haven't really gotten a full rest yet. You're gonna have to sleep a little bit more. But Spoot points out, and you can see this cyclone 10, 15 feet above you, just kind of being there. Go ahead, make a nature check with advantage. Huh. Natural 20. Great. So, based on the fact that you thought there was an elemental creature before, and Spoot thinks this is weirdly elemental, you definitely realize that this is probably an air elemental.
I'm going to start speaking in primordial.
All right.
And just...
What do you say?
Hello. What are you doing here?
You hear the sound of winds and air rushing over various surfaces and through things. It's a very strange language, but you understand it. And so do you, Spoot. It is
just about to ask.
Yeah, it is Orin. And it replies, I live here. Why are you in my neighborhood?
We are just trying to find somewhere safe to rest. We were tasked with finding some of the UNT, but we needed to sleep for the night.
Why do you search for them?
Enclave of druids said that they were poisoning their lands, and so we were trying to assist them.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Fuck.
Says the frickin' human.
I'm going to say with advantage because you are speaking its own language, and you have not been aggressive towards it.
Can I insight check this bad boy?
Yeah, you can.
It's windy wind.
Yeah, it kind of nods, as much as you can tell. Spoot, you get the sense that it's really wondering why you're here, and you kind of get the sense that it doesn't like the UNT.
Okay.
So it was asking, why are you looking for them? It kind of nods, but it nods and it replies to you, Aetis. Good. They are very mean. They will capture anything they can.
Well, we have to hunt down one more that has, I believe, a snake lower body. But I need to sleep a little bit more, but we're gonna be headed there when we all wake up. Have you seen such creature?
Oh, yes. There are many. Be careful in your hunt. And it kind of floats directly up and flies off into the dawn. Seemingly content to let you just be.
Well,
That's something, is. Jeesh.
that was new.
Yeah, Spoot, I'm gonna go back to sleep now.
Yeah, I think you best. But thanks for coming out to speak to that.
Aetis just pulls his head back into the tent.
Yeah.
Now I know I can talk to him, sort of.
Yeah, so Spoot, for you, it was kind of like listening to someone speak Portuguese when you understand Spanish.
Ah.
So,
Okay.
like,
That could get you in trouble, but
yeah, so you got like the gist of it. You didn't
Sure.
get like every word phonetically. You didn't get the idioms, but you got the basics of it.
okay. That he was mostly neutral.
Yeah, it seemed like that entity was just curious as to what was going on with you strange things living in a area.
I'm glad it wasn't the mother to whatever made a shot last night.
Yeah.
Yes, well. A few more hours go by. Everybody gets a full and complete rest. So everybody gets a long rest. Well done.
Goodness.
Good job, everybody. And you have successfully arisen. Very cool, very cool, very cool.
Woo woo.
Alright, I have picked new spells for Kaerlie.
Clicked the wrong spot.
Okay. All right. So you all awaken. You go through your morning routines. What is your plan for the day?
We should hunt down the last snake.
Yeah. So the directions that you were given, it's a farther trek. It's probably a day or so. But, you know, you might get lucky and find something sooner.
We'd love to get lucky with that. Just want to leave this damn desert.
Go ahead, then. You and Spoot can go ahead and do some survival checks at advantage to attempt to find your way.
I think that was advantage.
Okay, great. So with a 10, you know the general direction to go. So you begin trekking that way. You kind of keep going in that direction, staying in this kind of area that is dry and parched and full of all sorts of rocks and little crevices and little gullies and everything. You're walking around and I need why don't everybody give me a... I'm assuming everyone's like watching and keeping an eye out, so why doesn't everybody give me a perception check?
Okay.
Kaerlie, you slept in late today. That doesn't seem fair.
All right.
Bye, Kaerlie.
Oh, she tried.
You tried. It's all good. All right.
I mean, for Kaerlie or no?
No, that's all right.
Okay.
It only matters during combat is when you need to control her.
Okay.
So everybody sees these creatures flying towards you, and you realize they've kind of surrounded you in this area. And Aetis and Grrrig, you recognize them because they look pretty much exactly like the creature that you shot at last night and had stolen the gems. And you can
It's looking
see
again.
there's like 5 or 6 of them around you.
Uh-oh.
Don't have time to say anything?
Give them the gems.
You can try, but they are around you threateningly.
Oh, they're so cute.
You can see them. They're in various places around you, and they look like this.
Kind of look like
Okay.
related to Grrrig.
A little bit.
Just gonna kind of shout out in Primordial, what do you want?
And you hear the sound of like rocks, like crashing together and crushing and churning, and like sand blowing. Aetis and Spoot, you understand this is a form similar to what you've talked about last night. And they're like, give us your stuff. We want your stuff. We want, and they're starting to chant. The rest of you, it just sounds like rocks, like repeatedly clacking and clicking. We want your stuff. We want your stuff. Give us your stuff. We want your stuff.
What if I can possibly get you some stuff from those terrible Yuan-Ti?
You're here now. Give us your stuff. Give us your stuff.
While this is going on, I'm gonna look back at Grrrig and go, you might want to guard your things. I think they're interested.
Probably a front pack right now if it were a backpack before.
What direction are we heading, by the way?
So you are heading kind of southwest.
This direction?
Yep.
Oh, wait, that would be east. This direction. Okay. I'm just curious because the placement, or was it random where we were on the map?
I had imagined that you had sort of come down through this way, and so you were working your way through all this area.
Ah, okay. I just moved myself because I seem to be stuck up here on a ledge.
Yeah,
actually,
because I imagined you were.
I was last. Yeah.
Yeah, you were last in the order.
Cool. Okay. Or there, wherever it was.
Yeah. So these things are kind of like all around you, and they're chanting Aetis to give them your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What are they saying? Are they speaking or are they just being noisy?
Grrrig,
They want our things.
Can't have them.
Grrrig, you think you could just toss them some of those gems as a distraction?
I think
No.
they want all of our stuff. If we give you some gold, will you let us go?
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, you're too far away for guidance.
Not terrible.
Okay, with a 15.
Just one.
Give us the stuff. Give us the stuff. They seem to get excited and start chanting, even like fever pitched now.
I am gonna throw. I'll throw kind of like 5 gold in this direction.
All right, you throw 5 gold, and they all swarm into it, and they start like diving at it and like picking it up.
And I'm gonna bolt.
Yeah, as they're all diving and kind of fighting over it, you take away. You all run off, leaving them in the dust, as it were. Successfully avoiding a confrontation.
Good idea.
And as you run away, that is where we will end for tonight, with you all making your way, hopefully, in the direction of your third and final Yuan-Ti Malison heart.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and we have to get out of here too.
And you do have to make it out. You are now on day 4, by the way. So you have a total of 6 days remaining, and you know it takes 2 at least to traverse back to the Enclave from the border of the Snake Lands.
Mm-hmm.
So not too much time. Hopefully you can find the place you're looking for and get there soon. But well done, everyone. You successfully defeated some very difficult enemies today. You took some beating, but kept on ticking. So well done.
Terrifying.
Thank you, everybody who tuned in tonight to watch. We know there are many amazing D&D and generic other Twitch streamers, and if you chose to watch us, we're very thankful for you in doing that. So we're just going to do a quick round of goodbyes here. Let's start this time with Aetis. Oh, you're muted, I think.
Of course. I said bye, guys. Thanks for watching.
All right, thanks, Tanner. We'll move along down to the other corner to Grrrig.
Thanks for watching. Yeah. You can find Nuuli on YouTube if you haven't caught all of our episodes. Nuuli Forged. And also, if you have a need for more D&D, Story Dice Friend Time is a podcast that I work on. Give it a listen.
Yeah, absolutely. Going up to Defect, Mike, take it away.
Yes. Good night, everybody. Thanks.
Oh no.
Oh no, you cut out. But the message was sincere.
He said, "Screw everyone."
Thanks for nothing.
Wow. Big flex.
Everybody.
Mike does not speak for everybody. And go ahead, Spoot, Matt.
Yes, Spoot Matt is here. Thank you for watching, and yeah, check out the other things that our party members are doing. Story Dice Friend Time, Mid-Level Adventurers is a podcast that Jared and I are doing, and obviously you can catch us on YouTube. And yeah, I hope you like my new wall this week.
Yeah,
might be the
Very
same.
cozy now.
Who knows?
very cool.
So yeah, thanks and have a good night.
Yep. And I am Jared, and I've been your Dungeon Master. We are going to raid Total Party Chill. They're pretty awesome. I'm a big fan of theirs. A few other folks have seen them. They're pretty great. By all means, check out Story Dice Friend Time. Check out Mid-Level Adventurers, wherever you get your podcasts. And by all means, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter. Check out our Facebook page. It's all Nuuli Forged. Come back next week, where we will find out what will the party discover. And we will have the full party next week, unless something crazy happens. So thank you all very much. And have a great night and a good week. Goodbye, everybody.
Good night, all.
Bye.
Peace.